This is continuation to part 1 of web interview. I hope you enjoy. Please keep watching. Okay. So, can you explain a bit about different power electronic devices we have, and generally, we will start with diode generally in our college, and then BZT, and then JFET or MOSFET, now IGBT. So, what is the difference between all these components generally? Where we will use each? Can you give a little bit understanding about all? What is the difference between the devices? Your
Yeah. Actually, this power all devices came from the mechanical switch. Suppose previously we used a mechanical switch.
Mhm.
Actually, in starting of our discussion, I informed that we need to operate our devices or our switches within the microseconds or milliseconds.
Yes,
So
yes.
if while using the mechanical switch, it gives more loss, and we can't operate within milliseconds as a mechanical switch. So there, the diodes, these MOSFETs all can. And
Okay.
coming to
Mhm.
diode, previously how they invented is they restricted the diode. Suppose if your voltage is below this one, diode
Mhm.
should not conduct. If
Okay.
voltage is above this one, diode will conduct. If voltage you give reverse, diode will not conduct if you give more also. That is the
Mhm.
diode property. As per diode property,
Yes, yes.
diode is used for protection only. Now at present days, protection or unidirectional current flow. This is the
Okay.
main two.
Okay, okay.
Unidirectional current flow or as per protection. And
Mm-hmm.
coming to MOSFETs and IGBTs, these came means only diode is using for only as a protection, and somewhere they are using for unidirectional currents also.
Yes, yes.
And coming to SCRs, the
Mm-hmm.
SCR has a good future is that it can capable for more short circuit current.
Okay, okay.
So in
Mm-hmm.
industry where the SCRs is using it at the output of the our systems like UPS or anything,
Mm-hmm.
using there, what is the useful for that one? In industry we don't know where short circuit is happening, where we can't control that faults in the industry.
Yes, yes, yes. We
So we
can't.
need to save our system first.
Yes,
So
yes.
there we are using our SCRs, and SCR is also one more property, it is also unidirectional. So
Okay.
there we are putting back to back SCRs. Why? Because our output is AC. So for one cycle
Mm-hmm.
we are putting one SCR, and
Another
after that
cycle.
SCR,
Mm-hmm.
one more back to back SCRs we are putting. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
And these diodes and SCR is capable for only low level switching. So like we need to operate it within like 20 milliseconds is this cycle. So we
Mm-hmm.
can operate max on max two times or three times within a cycle. If you go more on that, it it will result in more temperature rise in the device. So we
Uh-huh.
requires more thermal
Oh,
care and all.
okay, okay, okay.
So we are using these SCRs and diodes here only. SCR also we can use for 1 kilohertz switching and all, but we require more thermal care.
Okay,
So if
okay.
to take out that disadvantages in these power outlet, we come to the MOSFET and IGBT. Coming to the
Mm-hmm.
MOSFET, it has a future of high level switching, but gating
Okay.
is low. Why? Because MOSFET is a isolated gate. The property between compared to IGBT and MOSFET, IGBT is a insulated gate and MOSFET is a isolated gate. This is the thing, two things.
Okay, okay, okay.
So based on these main reason, if isolated gate is there means, if you suppose remove the gate pulse, so there is no charges between the your gate to emitter. So your device
Mm-hmm.
will
Immediately.
turn off immediately.
Yes,
So
yes,
we
yes.
can go for more switching.
Okay, okay.
And
That turn off time is very less in MOSFET, right? I
yeah,
mean, we
turn off
can.
and that yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what we say, rising time and falling time of the switch is very low in the
Okay.
MOSFET.
Mm-hmm.
And coming to power handling capability of MOSFET is very low. Why? Because it has
Mm-hmm.
high RD resistance, like means drain to source, it has a very high resistance.
Okay, okay. If.
So as per if you go, we can
Mm-hmm.
handle
Yes, yes,
actually.
yes, yes. Right.
There is no not handling. There is so much thermal caring and thermal
Mm.
heating, and we need to take cares and all.
Okay, okay.
So due to this RDS on, the conductive losses will increase.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So to avoid this disadvantage, ICBT comes into picture. ICBT as a, I told, insulated gate. but it has rising time and falling time is
More high,
when compared
high.
to more when
Yes,
compared
yes.
to MOSFET and all.
Yeah.
This is the reason we come to. So where we required low switching and high power capability, we are using IGBT. Where we require high switching and
Switching.
low power capability, then we are using MOSFET. This is the presently the power electronics
Trend.
will using more these two devices more.
Okay, okay.
Previously in the place of IGBT and MOSFET, SCRs used previously. Now all
Yeah.
are improved and improved. They are coming to MOSFETs and IGBT.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In general about UPS, I have some question. For example, how much that inverter circuit and all, whatever it is there, how much it will consume energy? For example, in my house, we install UPS system. My bill gone very high. Generally 300, 400 will be there. But when this UPS came, it pushed it to 1200 for almost 5, 6 months. I don't know generally what happens, whether we use it more or how generally how much extra losses or something will be there in. I think mine is
Yeah,
around 1 kilowatt. I think capacity.
yeah,
So can you
yeah.
explain a
One
bit
kilowatt
about
means
that? Generally,
yeah.
how the situation is there with respect to UPS home
Actually,
appliances. Yeah.
yeah, home appliance. Actually, the UPS or any systems we are divided into three types. One is industrial, one
Mm-hmm.
is mill grade, and one is commercial. What
Mm-hmm.
we are using is commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, the people who are buying inverters and these all the things, they while they need to keep in mind that what is the efficiency of the system.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Why?
yes, yes.
Because yeah, if suppose you are saying 1 kilowatt is the output,
Mm-hmm.
but they will give one input also. Suppose input is 1.5 kilowatt. So if you want to, if you switch on the UPS means there is a 50% loss. So not 50%, 25% loss is already there if you are using or not.
Mm-hmm.
In the components what is in the your inverter, that will use that 50 that 500 watts. This is a
Okay.
example I am saying.
Yeah, yeah, no issue.
Actually they
Yeah.
don't give that 25%, they will give around 70 30% or 40% as a losses they will give in that
Mm.
specs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that loss will add in every time while switch oning your unit inverter means these losses will add up to all 30 days. So it
Oh,
will result compared to usage, the losses will be high. So
okay.
while these UPS we need to keep in that what is the input, what is the output, what is the efficiency we require.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing, and
Okay.
this will vary with like in industrial what how we are deciding these losses in the unit means in industrial they only decide who means the customer.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
required a unit with 90% efficiency or 95% efficiency or 85% efficiency. They will decide.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we will design as per the customer. Suppose customer wants 85% means we will design our components for 85. If customer wants 90 means we will design like that. This is based on the customer input in industrial.
Okay. Okay.
In mill grade also same. The customer will decide this is the efficiency and all. This is the main thing how to select the components in the unit and how what is the losses we can generate in the unit. This is the main thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. For example, if customer needs 95% efficiency means components you will choose with a little bit lower losses, right? That's it, or anything else. For
That is
example,
only.
that is only, na?
Yeah, customer
Mm-hmm.
wants 95%. Actually, 95% efficiency is an impossible in
Mm.
UPS. Not a impossible, but it is very
Difficult.
you need to very difficult to achieve 95% efficiency. As a
Mm.
regularly they will ask for 90% and 85%. Okay,
Mm.
suppose 95% they will ask me. Suppose we are in IGBT and what presently I am using IGBT. Like
Mm-hmm.
take example as a IGBT. IGBT switching loss and mass conduction loss we will take 100 watts.
Mm.
So we need to take that one to 50 watts.
Mm-hmm. That one
So
took
while
50
taking
watt.
yeah, so I need to compensate that 50 watt to somewhere. Where I need to compensate means I need to provide heatsink more length.
Mm-hmm.
More length heatsink. That means my unit size will increase.
Yeah,
And one more
one
thing
thing,
is
one thing. So here you told, say for example, 100 watts. 100 watts is there. Now you want to make it 50 means heat. Why you have to increase heat shrink that much? I mean, heat shrink is whatever is dissipating. That's what you are. Whatever is wattage is generating. That's what you have to dissipate, right? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Proceed.
yeah. So I'm not heard your this one. What's the quote? What is the question?
Yeah, you ask, for example, 100 watt is there, 100 watt dissipation is there. If you want to bring down to 50 watt, you are going to use another component, right?
Yeah, okay. Another component here I told the heat sink length. This is the
Yeah.
important thing in some points. Actually, what is the main reason for heat sink length is if heat sink length is less,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't go your device to. I told starting only the margin of the area. Suppose IGBT can withstand up to 175 degree.
Mm-hmm.
So they will take margin as a 50 degree.
Mm-hmm.
Now losses is less means I can go more. If I provide more heat sink means I can go up to 160.
Okay, okay. Uh-huh.
So I can use my device up to the mark. That is the main reasons while increasing the component. And one
Okay.
more option what you told is also we can change the component. But is
Mm-hmm.
that is a cost effective.
Costly, cost effective.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Actually,
yes.
while dealing with these things, we learned this while increasing the instead of increasing the component, we can
Yeah.
manage that VAT loss or something by using another component with less
Mm-hmm.
loss. Suppose if IGBT cost is very high, coming to IGBT 80 amps device is there, 100 amps device is there, 150 amps device is there.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
going more rating, the cost is gives very high.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the inductors also, like magnetics. Magnetics is the main. And come one more is magnetics.
Mm-hmm.
As the temperature rises or the current or any things rises in that, we know that as the temperature rises means resistance increase. Due to that one, conduction loss will increase.
Okay,
So
okay.
there we need to reduce our losses means we need to provide perfect cooling. So we need to keep our chamber or the unit within the temperature limits. So
Yeah, yeah.
those magnetics we can't use thermal heat sinks and all. We can provide that is not useful. But in our system,
Mm-hmm.
what we are using is we are not using the heat sink. We are using the forced air cooling for keeping our magnets within the limits.
Okay, forced rate cooling.
Forced
Mm-hmm.
air cooling.
Okay, okay. So generally, inductors and all, why we will use in for these power electronics components setup? Can you explain a bit? These magnetics, whatever it is there, we will place in cities mostly, mainly inductor.
Yeah,
Generally, why we will use, and sometimes we may use capacitor. I am not sure why we will use. Can you explain a bit about this too?
yeah. This I told power electronic device. This is a switch, only switch. While you are on off, it is give ripple currents, ripple
Mm-hmm.
voltage.
Okay, okay.
So the in industry or in home also, suppose our computer doesn't take the spike. Suppose if it is 5 volts means it required only 5 volts. If we give
Mm.
7 volts to the component, any component in our mobile or anything, it will fail.
Yes, yes,
So
that's
we need to
true.
restrict. Yeah, we need to restrict our ripple currents. This is the we will say unregular ripple currents. These switches will give the after the switch, the output what we are getting is a ripple. With ripple we are getting.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to smoothen the waveform
Okay,
and we need
okay.
to give to the component what we are as a load.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there we required inductor and capacitor.
Okay,
And
okay.
how much the smoothening of the wave is required, that is also depending
Mm-hmm.
on us only. The component what we are using as a load.
Mm-hmm.
Regularly we take as per standards and all we will take 5%, 10%, 20%. As in inductor, while designing of inductor, the smoothening of the current wave will take as a 20% smoothening of the wave. So
Okay,
based on
okay.
the, we will regularly we know that LdV by dt. Based on this formula, Di we will take 20% of the rated current. And within the
Mm-hmm.
time, what is the time? This time is depend on switching. What is that switching we are using?
Okay,
And what
okay.
is the voltage drop across the we can allow that is this DC-DC converter. This is the buck and boost. This buck boost of all. So what is the
Mm-hmm.
drop we will allow across the inductor?
Yeah.
These three things decides the inductor value.
Okay, okay.
And the designing of the inductor decided by the what is the switching frequency and the temperature
Mm-hmm.
where we are using,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what is the switching. Oh, that depends the what is the core we require. Why?
Yeah.
Because the core has a main property is that saturation point.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
we should be below the saturation points and all.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
these are the main constraints we will take into account while designing the inductor. Like
Okay.
capacitor also same. Capacitor is a very dangerous components in the UPS or DC-DC. Why? Because In inductor, if saturate means we can control somewhere.
Mhm.
But inductor, why? Because if capacitor reaches its maximum voltage, it can blast. There is no protection for that.
Yes, it will blast out.
It will blast. And I've seen so many times. That is the main reason.
Yeah.
So while designing of capacitor, we need to think what is the rated current, what is the rated voltage, what is the rated current, and the capacitor is AC capacitor or DC capacitor. It is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
In AC capacitor, size wise it is low, and
Mm-hmm.
the capacitance is also low. But DC capacitor size is very high, and it results in very high capacitance also. But we
Oh,
can't use these things all AC capacitor and
interchangeably.
DC
Mm.
interchangeably. If you use this one, if you change the no AC, we can use for DC. That is the one
Mm.
thing is there. Why? Because but the size will increase. If suppose in DC we require more capacitance, so if you want to put AC capacitor in the DC means we require more capacitors into so much space consumption.
Okay.
But AC we can so DC we can't use for AC. That is the thing. So that is the manufacturer thing. Not a manufacturer as a electrical process. These all the things we can't use
Okay.
for DC. And coming to DC, if you interchange the polarities in DC capacitor, it will also result in failure of the component.
Yeah.
And what is the ripple current, ripple voltage decided by
Mm-hmm.
the voltage? So I told in inductor we are saying 20% is the RMS current,
Mm-hmm.
20% of RMS current. Like in
Yes, sir.
in capacitor also will take 5% or 10%. These
Okay.
5%, 10% also decided by the customer only. Why? Because the customer where they are using the unit.
Mm-hmm.
If the customer they will use for suppose see, like in some MNC companies or any commercial, they require more the 20%, 30%. Why? Because they don't bother about the sensitive and the time of reaction of the failure. For
Yes,
any
sir.
industry, time of reaction of failures, the what the how your system is reacting is very important.
Yes,
And
yes.
coming to about the mill grade people will give very in microseconds they will give reaction time.
Mm-hmm.
So these
Mm-hmm.
are the things. These into keep into mind while designing the magnetics. The magnetic means inductor and capacitor and
Okay.
filter circuit.
Okay.
Filter like RC filter, LLC filters and all.
Okay. Okay. I mean, at the output itself, we will use RC or these filters, right? For
Yes,
smoothening of
output
wave.
and input also. We need to protect our unit from the source. This is the thing.
Oh, okay. That is
Like
also there.
actually, yeah, main thing is so while designing any unit, keep into mind that our system is protected by this our customer and from the source also. If source is sorted, my system will go. So there
Yeah.
also I need to protect protection device like MOVs, fuses, and contractor, and all the
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Both sides system. And coming to now mill grade units and this industrial unit, EMI is the main thing. So we while designing the filters, we need to we need to take into very carefully.
Yeah, what is that? EMIMC means what?
That is electromagnetic interference. Our
Okay.
device should not interfere the other device which is connected to source. This is the main thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What you will do
So
for that?
that we will that means that ripples. What is the ripples at that frequency? Suppose I am generating 10 kilohertz frequency ripple. That
Mm-hmm.
ripple should be like in EMIMC they will calculate in dB microvolts. So it
Mm-hmm.
should be in that much dB micro as per standards IEC 620 standard
Okay.
mill grade standard. So
Okay.
I will decide my inductors, my filters like that, and the remaining
Mm-hmm.
current will go to the source. What is that current is limited by the as per standard.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
these are the things while designing the filter I need to keep it in mind.
Yeah. Here, mill grade means what is that? I am not getting that word. Mill grade
Yeah,
means.
mill grade means our defense units.
Uh-huh. Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. They are very much careful
Careful, yeah.
because it's required that much detail
Yeah,
accurate and
accuracy
all.
they required.
Yeah. Because it's most. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, in inductor, how much volt generally will appear? Generally, so you told about voltage drop and all. So for a typical
That
inductor,
actually that is decided by the what is the topology we are using in the converter
mm-hmm,
in AC/DC or DC to DC. Suppose inductor buck we are using.
mm-hmm.
So from high to low we are doing.
Okay.
Suppose my DC is 350 and my my required output is 300 volts. So
Mm-hmm.
50 volts I need to
Reduce.
drop across the inductor.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is the value. What is the topology we are using? That is decides the what is the voltage drop across the.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
coming to practical systems, there is so much drops across the diodes. These all the components. So we will take out the instead of 50, we'll take only 40.
45 and 40.
Remaining the 45, 40, and like that.
Mm.
And remaining volts will be across this device.
Mm-hmm.
This and
Oh.
this 300, this 50 also will control by the this control loops and all. The output we
Mm-hmm.
can restrict by this thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, for all these things, you need firing circuit, right? For
Yeah, yes,
mainly,
sir.
yeah. How
Yeah,
generally a driver circuit we need? Are you designing driver circuit or purchasing some modules from somewhere? How you are doing?
yeah. We are buying the modules from outside,
Mm-hmm.
and we are designing the that module requirements as per our requirements. Suppose module is this one, so this is rated for some 12
Mm-hmm.
volts to plus 15 to minus 15. We'll use
Mm-hmm.
that one for only my plus 10 to minus 10. We'll decide.
Okay,
That means
okay.
where my component is using, where my driver circuit is using. Based on these, I will decide I will configure my driver circuits like.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, after discussing these things with you, I am recollecting my own project which I done in BTech. I done PWM inverter firing for that is for controlling induction motor
Yes,
speed
sir.
controlling. In MATLAB, just if you adjust the MATLAB one bar task bar will be there. If you adjust the task bar, automatically motor speed will control.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
some
That
with the
output voltage we are regulating like that. It will
yes, yes,
control the
yes.
speed.
Yeah, that it's with IGBT only I did it. Some firing circuit, some delay circuit. Yeah, it's very, very nice actually.
Yeah, for driver circuit, so much protection is also required for that.
Yeah,
That
with
protection
some
also we
yeah,
are
like you told, some few capacitors we've blown off.
yeah.
Yeah, I done one of that video at starting as maybe second video of this channel just for introduction. I done only abstract I presented, not complete project. Maybe in future I may present complete project also for viewers.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Very nice, nice.
Yeah.
Santosh, it's very nice, Santosh. I am fully happy with today with our discussion
Thank you.
because these things are very advanced actually. Nobody is ready to discuss in an open manner because some people will know, some people don't know. Only the people who are working in that particular area can be very much open. The way
Yeah.
we discussed, I think it will be very helpful to our audience also. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
this is not the end, I can say. This is just starting for us. There are so many things we are going to do in future. uh,
Yeah.
we have good teams also. I mean, I'm forming some teams so that mainly it's not like commercial, it's like more mostly academic related and some little bit research related. So mostly there are a non-profit organization like that. So
Yeah.
some startups like that, say for example, whatever small projects, we will guide some college students, whoever are there in some college student. I am forming some teams because these things we can power electronics related. It don't consume more space within little bit
Yes, yes,
space.
yes.
We can keep everything in our bag and go away. I
Yeah,
think
yes.
so. That's true. So like this, I think I am planning already some 2 to 3 people. I'm joining to our network so that in future I will join many more people, like-minded people who are there, so that I think you can help a lot for them.
Yes, sir.
Only thing
Yeah,
what I
that
can do is,
I can
yeah,
share.
yeah, whoever needs some inputs, I'm gathering them. I'm providing both at same platform so that both can they can. That's mainly the college students can benefit a lot by understanding all these things. Yeah, very nice. So, if any graduate from who passed out from the college who wants to do anything in related to power electronics, maybe MTech or maybe jobs related to power electronics, or there may be some people who wants to start their own business in electrical side. So, what you can suggest to them? These three categories. Can you speak a few words about it? How the things are there?
Yeah, coming to these fields, first we required the experience of where anywhere. Suppose what we learned in our education time, it is only like a basics. So
Mm-hmm.
we required in any field or any researchers, they need to opt for the practicals. What is the practical? What is the things? What is the thing? Suppose previously we know inductor means L equal to DL, sorry,
di by
L
dt,
equal to
di
DL
by
SL.
dt.
Yeah, we know that much only. But coming to here, what is the inductor means? What is the things means? What is the device means? What is the IC? These all the things. So every person should have minimum practical knowledge. Then only they get into. Suppose they require job means they can turn their experience into job. Otherwise, they can turn their experience into research.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Otherwise, while getting these minimum practical knowledge, like in power electronics, if you get the practical knowledge, so they get into higher education, like in MTech or something, they can learn, take the power electronics field or any field. So they get to know, okay, IGBT means this one, inductor means this one, MOSFET means this one. They already know what is the device, what is these all the things. So while studying that, this is easy for those people to grasp the what is things in the book. This is the
Okay.
thing I can provide.
Yeah.
And
Nice,
sir,
nice.
and one more question. Actually, previously I seen that video with that girl who did
Yeah,
the
yeah. Yes, sir.
transformers. And actually, we are
Mm-hmm.
also designing the transformers
Mm-hmm.
with high ratings also of 50 kVA,
Yes, yes,
60
yes.
kVA transformer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there is any inputs for there is a actually I required the inputs for core. What is the core we can use for lower rating, higher rating? We are designing. We are using CRNGO, CRGO, MRFS core.
Yeah, yeah,
So any
yeah.
latest advanced designing techniques or something is there, means please share that input, sir.
Yeah, yeah, we can discuss at any time. No issue on that. We can general way, whatever things are there, we will definitely. That girl is Shubhangi. She worked in Mumbai in some electrical company, like a testing engineer, and then she moved to
Yes.
various departments, units, and all. Yeah, we will definitely guide on those things, surely.
Yes.
Yeah, nice, nice. Very nice, Santosh. Today, I am again saying I am fully happy about our discussion. I hope our audience or viewers who will be going to watch our discussion, they also feel very good about this. If anyone have any doubts or if anyone need any contact or something, I will provide your contact details also in our description so that people can directly call you, some discuss their stuff, so that they also feel knowledgeable, enrichable. Okay, very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Santosh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will meet in next meeting. Bye. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye. Sir. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, friends. Thanks for watching. I hope this discussion helped you a lot. So, I am sure that this discussion will enrich your knowledge to next level. So, if you have any questions or comments, please comment in comment section. I am ready to help you. If you want any new videos or new topics and new topic, please comment in comment section so that I can make content for those also. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future updates. Bye bye. Take care, guys.